How are you doing? Hope you're doing all right. If you'd like to share how you're doing with me, I would really appreciate it. So feel free to leave a comment underneath this video. But given what I've been going through, what I have been sensing, and what I've been generally seeing throughout many different spiritual communities, a lot of us are like in a situation of WTF. Is this even worth it anymore? What am I doing? Where am I going? What's happening? A lot of us, I guess, are finding ourselves with our backs against the wall. And I don't necessarily have specific guidance for your situation, whatever it is you find yourself going through, except the general advice that whatever you find yourself going through in your personal life will pass. Just like many other trials and tribulations have passed. And if you are a person who is very focused on the external occurrences and the external events and the global events, given the time period that we are in, I am here to remind you to not focus too much on the externalities. Don't allow yourself to sink into the fear and get sucked into the propaganda of the external world. Now, I'm not telling you that what you're seeing is not real. A lot of it is, I believe, to be staged. But a lot of the collapse and the strange events and the strange occurrences and the natural occurrences that are happening are real. And they are nothing but a mere reflection of what is happening inside of many of us. We are passing through a period in humanity where we are evolving. The last time I believe something like this happened was during the Dark Ages, literally. And after that, they had like a period of incredible artistry and invention and creation. And we are in that same sort of, along that path. We're going down that path again as a human species and as a collective. It is really important to understand that the macrocosm, big things that are happening outside of us right now, reflect what is happening in the microcosm, which is inside of each of us. Whatever event you find yourself focusing on, obsessing over, feeling distraught about, and living in fear, is nothing but a reflection of something inside of you, usually an energy that you need to tend to. It's that simple. So don't focus too much on the externalities and focus on your inner world and attending to whatever it is that is arising within you. It's really not a good time to put your head in the sand like a good section of the population might be doing and ignoring things and going with the flow. There is a huge opportunity here for us to focus and resolve a lot of the energies that have been perpetuated on this planet forever and a day. And if you are a person who channels, or if you are a light worker, or you identify as a light worker, or you are spiritual, you will understand that many of us are literally purging. People like me, I've been purging for the past months. Negative energy. I can't really, sometimes I'm able to identify if it is from the collective or it is from inside of me. But for the most part, I just really try to focus on just releasing. We are letting go of a lot of negative energies, heavy, dense, dark energies that have been on this planet for a very, very long time in order to make space and pave the way for a new way of being. Now, I have been watching, and I do follow some spiritual people, and it seems like as much as April is a continuation of March, and as much as March was a continuation of the month before it, and so on and so forth, you might start seeing more pockets of hope during the month of April. So look for those pockets of light, because they do exist throughout various aspects of the world. The awakening is happening. People have begun to find each other. So not all is lost, and you will begin to see these things. And you will begin to see people gravitate towards the new way of being, or I guess the new earth. That's what I wanted to open up this video with, because I'm not sure what you're going through. All I know is what I'm going through. And it seems to me many spiritual people, like if you've been getting downloads, or if you've been able to connect with your higher guidance or your guides, you might find that that has diminished over the past month. I don't know the last time I got a download. I can't recall the last time I got a download. I've not been getting many synchronicities. I've not been in the mood. My meditation like routine or discipline has been sparse. I really can't tell you why. Outside of the solar flares, if you're paying attention to the amount of solar flares, the Earth is being bombarded with solar flares right now. But outside of that, and people might laugh at that, they're like, what are you talking about, solar flares? But they do affect us. They do. But outside of that, I can't really tell you why this is happening, other than we really need to clear. We need to clear and tend negative energies that are inside of us due to trauma, due to things that happened to us when we were growing up, due to things that we were exposed to growing up. Let me give you an example. I am a person who grew up in significant abuse, all kinds of abuse, and in a very radicalized society. And up until probably my 20s, I thought that that was normal. And I probably perpetuated that abuse, regardless knowingly or unknowingly. So we're being asked to look at the stories and the things that we've normalized that are in fact not normal. When I realized that abuse is not normal, it was a wake-up call. It was an epiphany for me. What is the saying? A caged bird thinks flying is an ailment. So look at your patterns, look at the stories that you grew up in, that you continued to perpetuate throughout your lives, the things, the beliefs that you have brought into your here and now with you, that don't necessarily belong to you. These beliefs are usually associated with extreme rigidity in thought. So whatever you find yourself rigid about, oh, I'm going to do this, this is the way I'm going to be, this is where I'm going to live, this is like, we all have hopes and dreams, but they tend to be flexible. They don't tend to be rigid. So that rigidity in thought is usually associated with a negative and a limiting belief system that we are being asked to look into and possibly clear, because these energies block us from evolving. They block us from communicating with guides. They just block us from everything. I hope this makes sense. But that's where we're at. Don't give up. That will always be the message. Always, always. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your hopes as well as on your dreams. Continue on, be gentle, and love yourself, because nobody else will. The way you treat yourself, the way you talk to yourself, really does set the tone for how others will be treating you and how you're going to allow other people to treat you and see you and talk to you. So the more you love yourself, the more you're gentle with yourself, the more you respect yourself and don't talk down to yourself and judge yourself, the more you will find people treating you the same. So that's it for my little energy update. I did want to do a tarot and oracle reading today. I didn't really get a theme, so I decided to ask for insight. Insight for a situation that you currently find yourself in, or a dilemma, or a problem, or whatever it is you're navigating right now. Significant insight that you need to hear right now in order to help you navigate the current situation. So I have the Celtic Oracle, and that's going to be the 3 cards that we're going to choose from for you today. Let's begin setting the intention. 3 cards for group 1, 2, and 3 regarding insight that they need to hear right now to help them navigate the difficult situation that they find themselves in. We can get cards for group 1 to help them. Oh, I got 4 cards. So it's funny, I feel these 3. I really do feel these 3. They're calling to me. So this is the card for group number 1. If you connect with this card, with the colors, with the image that is on it, then this will be for you, group number 1. All right. And then we have group number 2. This is your cards, group number 2. And then for group number 3, this is your card. Let me hold them up so you can see them. Group number 1, group number 2, group number 3. So as always, there is going to be timestamps underneath this video, and I will be using the Light Seers Tarot as well as the Golden Universal Tarot, and possibly the Wisdom Oracle at the end if we need more insight or if we need more clarity. So check the description, click on your timestamp, and you can always choose more than one group. If you find yourself connecting with one or more, that's absolutely fine. You can maybe perhaps assign a problem to each group. I'll see you at your reading. Hello, group number 1. If you chose this card, which is the animal realm, the bull, welcome to your reading. And I will read the description of the oracle that you chose at some point, and I'm just going to let my intuition guide me to what that point is going to be. So let's start shuffling from the Light Seers Tarot for you, group number 1, regarding insight you need to hear right now for the current situation that is on your mind, that you find yourself in. How can group number 1 navigate the situation that they find themselves in? What insight do they need to hear right now that will help them navigate the situation that they're in? Oh. Ha 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 ha. Wow. All right. It's funny. I'll tell you why I'm laughing. I hate this card. I was doing a video. Sorry. I'm not projecting. I really don't like this card. Let's just put it that way. I don't want to push negative emotions. It's the 5 of Swords. Group number 1. I was doing a video in my Patreon where I was doing a live stream in my Patreon where somebody asked me what's my least favorite card in the tarot, and this is the card I pulled out. So anyhow, sorry. 5 of Swords. Let's get some clarity for you. Okay, the Tower. The Tower. The Tower came out reversed, but I'm not doing reversals today. So the Tower is a major arcana card. And it's funny, I'm just being guided to the Golden Universal Tarot right now. So let's see what we get for you, group number 1, regarding insight for this current problem that you find yourself in. Insight group number 1 needs to hear right now regarding this current situation that they're in. Insight for group number 1. Very stubborn group number 1. No wonder you chose the Bull. Your cards are being stubborn, but that's fine. Insight for group number 1, please, regarding the situation that they're in, how they can navigate it. Too many cards came out, but these ones really look like those were the cards. Let's see what you got. Oh, wow. Interestingly enough, you got the Tower card again in the Golden Universal Tarot. So you got 2 Tower cards. These are major arcana cards. Very interesting. And you also got the 4 of Pentacles. Now, let me, I'm going to try to put a positive spin on the cards that we just pulled for you, but make no mistake that these are extremely dense, heavy energy, possibly negative energy cards. And I'm not trying to be detrimental, and I'm not trying to be in your face. One thing about my oracle and tarot readings is that I really do try to speak the truth. At the same time, be positive. But whatever it is you're going through, group number 1 is heavy. It's heavy. And I could feel it with the cards. They were very sluggish to come out. So let me actually start by telling you what let me put this away. By telling you what the oracle that you chose, which is the bull. The bull, or Tarb, I don't know what language, I guess Celtic. I have no clue if I'm pronouncing it right. The virile bull features prominently in Celtic mythology. It epitomizes the qualities of strength and courage, and also of spiritual potency. The bull also signifies abundance, fertility, prosperity, and spiritual wealth. At the same time, it relates strongly to stubbornness, which I believe is what is very much coming through in your reading right now. Group number 1. You are an extremely stubborn personality, and the insight that is coming through is guiding you to look into that. What is this pattern of stubbornness that you have? Why are you stubborn? Why do you carry this? I was just talking about, it's funny, I was just talking about rigidity in thought in the opening of this video. If you haven't watched it, you might want to go back and listen. There might be a message in my little weird intro that I did there for you. But the current situation that you find yourself in is, I'm not going to tell you it's an illusion, but you've created it yourself by holding on to stories that are no longer serving you. And the message that is coming strongly by the 2 tower cards, and I will go through them for you, is that you need to start letting go, because the universe has absolutely no problem turning up the heat on you until you, like I said, many of us find ourselves in a situation where our backs are up against the wall. And there's really not much we can, it's like you want to scream at the top of your lungs, but you're being asked to change something inside of you and to look into it in order for the exterior to begin to change, in order for you to begin to manifest change. So forgive me for the brutal honesty, but your cards, I'm trying to figure out how to put a positive spin. Trust me, I'm trying. But maybe there's no positive spin, and I'm not trying to be negative. But you had the 5 of Swords. It was the first card to come out, and the 5 of Swords really, I mean, look at this card. It's not necessarily the most positive looking card, is it? But it does speak of a loss. It does speak of a loss, and it speaks of something that you are losing or have lost or are about to lose, because you attained it in possibly a deceitful manner. And I'm not saying that you're deceitful. Again, we're being asked right now to look at our patterns, and many of us carry patterns that we are unaware of, things that even don't belong to us. So think of this as your authentic self telling you that whatever it is you are losing, don't fret too much. There's a reason you're losing what you're losing. Look at how you attained what it is you are losing, and look at yourself not in a manner of judgment, but rather in a manner of honesty. Honesty, brutal honesty, and confront these demons, whatever these demons are. So whatever it is you are in the process of losing, you're being guided to let it go, and don't judge yourself or judge it too much, because you also did get 2 of these tower cards. And the tower card, like, I want to put a little bit of a positive here for you. If you look at the bottom, see up here is all the destruction and all the loss and all the things that are falling away. But if you look at the bottom of the tower card, you will definitely see that there is new hope, new growth, new life, and a flourishing life coming in. But this up here needs to get destroyed. As you can see, again, the tower is falling apart. And the tower card really is a it's a major arcana card. So you're losing much, it seems to me, in your life right now. And you can try to hold on to it, but the general guidance is not to hold on to it. And I'm really sorry that your reading is more on the dark or heavy aspect than on the light. But if you look at the way the world, turns, after loss, there is new life and gain. Life always moves on. And in order to make space for the new and the good that is coming your way, the old and that is the dysfunctional and that which no longer serves you, and that which you attained in ways that are not in sync with the new way of life that we are all coming into. They must go. They must dissolve. And the best example that I can give you is look outside of you at the systems that are crashing and burning, and the complete corruption that is being exposed right now, and the systems that are failing, but they don't see that they are failing, and they continue to hold on to power, whereas they are crumbling in front of all of our eyes. There are plenty things in our lives, personal lives, that just like we are seeing externally, that we will have to let go of, that the universe is taking away from us, because they will no longer serve us. They no longer fit in with the new you that is going to be birthed, because after the collapse comes the new birth of you. Think of an old vehicle that's broken down and it gets you from point A to point B, but it's basically a piece of garbage. And you are holding on to it because you don't seem to think that you deserve anything better than that. And the universe knows what you're worth and wants you to achieve your worth, and thus takes this vehicle from you by making it basically unable to operate. And you feel sad and upset. Oh, woe is me, the only vehicle that I have is gone. The old has to go in order for the new to come in. That is the essence of the Tower card. And as painful as it is to watch, as painful as it is to let go of what it is you've known, because that's the ego. The ego doesn't like change. The ego likes to hold on, especially to ideas, thoughts, beliefs. Oh, who am I if I change this belief system? Who will I become? Well, why don't you try? Try and see who you're going to become. And the same with objects, and the same with people, and the same with relationships, and the same with places that you've lived, or stories that you've told yourself, or a life path that you believe you have to take. And suddenly that life path is obstructed in front of you. I'm not telling you give up on your hopes and dreams, but are they truly your hopes and dreams and desires, or is this something that you are carrying along? And you don't even know perhaps where you got it from. Whatever is being pulled from you, group number 1, the insight that you are being given through this very weird tarot reading is that you have patterns that you need to look at and possibly let go of. The universe loves you. You're not being punished. Even though you might feel like you're being punished, you're not. It's for your best interest. Go within, do your healing work, do your shadow work. Let go of the qualities and the patterns and the beliefs that are rooted in lack, that are no longer serving you, and they might have served you in the past and have gotten you to where you are, but where you are seems to be fading away. And this leads us to the 4 of Pentacles, The Four of Pentacles is a person who is sitting there holding on to their pentacles. As you can see, greed and lust and limitation and feeling of lack. This is where this person is coming from. If this is you, you're being asked to look at these beliefs that are very stubborn, and you hold on to them because they are pretty much all you have known, and they've gotten you to where you are. Let go, let go, let go of the limited mindset and the mindset of unworthiness. Let go, trust the universe, do your shadow work, allow the energies to be released. What is coming for you is so much more better and so much more aligned with who you authentically are than where you are right now. That is it. Sorry, your reading was very long and a little bit dramatic, group number 1, but that's what I have for you. And I'm actually not going to pull an oracle card. Blessings to you. Take it easy on yourself. And if you need any help with shadow work, my best advice is to look into my Patreon. Tons of shadow work, and I just did a healing session with regards to the root chakra, and the root chakra addresses everything we just talked about with regards to loss and feelings and limited feelings of unworthiness and limited mindset that is rooted in lack and fear. So that's your insight, group number 1, regarding navigating whatever it is you're going through right now. Know that there is hope. Know that there is new coming. Just as the winter, the trees die and everything dies and nothing seems to be alive, and then suddenly spring comes along and new life pops up. So let me know how you feel. Hopefully you're not depressed or angry. And thank you so much for being here and for your love and for your support. Hello, group number 2. If you chose this card, which I believe is Willow from the plant kingdom or the plant realm, this is your reading, and welcome. All right, let's see. I'll wait to follow my intuition with regards to when is the proper time to interpret the card, the oracle card that you chose for you. Now, let's start by shuffling the Light Seers Tarot for group number 2 to gain some insight that they need to hear right now regarding a current situation or problem or dilemma that they might be facing. What insight? All right, so you have the Ace of Swords. Let's get another card for you, group number 2. All right, so I guess we got more than one card. We got the Knight of Swords, very fast-paced energy, and the King of Pentacles. All right, since we got a lot for you here from the Light Seers, let's see what we can get for insight. You got the King of Pentacles again from the Golden Universal Tarot. So I am actually going to start off the reading by reading to you the oracle card that you picked from the book. So I'm not sure how you pronounce it. These are Celtic, but it seems like it's Sail or Saily, and it is the willow. When cut, the willow quickly grows, again, representing the qualities of death and regeneration. It signifies flexibility and emotional balance, and the ability to bend rather than break under pressure, and to spring back after misfortune. It also evokes the power of intuition and the inner voice and the healing of pain. That's with regards to the card that you chose and you were drawn to. Now you got 2 Kings of Pentacles, by the way, in your reading. You got it from the Light Seers Tarot, and then we got it from the Golden Universal Tarot. And I'm gonna start with these because this is who you are. And if you don't recognize that now, I'm here to tell you that this is your authentic self. This is who you are. If you find yourself at a loss, if you find that right now the situation or the dilemma or whatever it is that has led you to this video, watching me telling you about insight regarding your situation, if it was a loss, then you're being asked, rather than to sit there and feel pity for yourself, to look within, because you are success, you are abundance, you are joy, you are stability, you are grounded, and it's all inside of you. So if you're looking for abundance outside of you, or security, or wealth, or stability, you're looking in all the wrong places. The first card we got here is the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords to me signifies creativity and ideas. This is, if you can see the light sort of coming out of the spiral staircase that composes the mind in this image. But the light is inside of you. Creativity is inside of you. And I wonder if you're stifling it, or if it is being stifled in one way or another. You need to look into a creative outlet and engage in it, because it seems to me that this is going to be a path for you to abundance, to success, to a new life. So don't sit there and feel pity too much and worry about whatever it is you have lost. Move on and allow your creative outlets to shine through. Regardless what people say, regardless the ridicule, I literally had people that I personally know laugh at me when I created this channel and mock me and bully me online and call me names and call me a witch. Am I an incredible success? No, not yet. But I'm not going to allow that bullying energy to stifle me. So whatever creativity you have within you, you're being asked to tend to it. Creativity is essentially spirituality, and you are by your nature someone who knows what it is they want, and then they literally run after it and they get it. This is a very, very fast-paced energy, a determined energy. This card, it is the energy of someone who doesn't stop until they get what they want, and they know what they want, and it doesn't come from greed, and it doesn't come from fear, and it doesn't come from limited or limiting beliefs. It comes from your authentic self, your authentic self. So whatever this path that you're being asked to allow to unfold from within you, through your creative endeavors, through your thoughts, through your ideas, through your creation, is going to quickly lead you to the abundance that you so desire. And you seek outside of you when in fact all of it is inside of you, because you are the King of Pentacles. You are grounded, you are stable, you have this energy within you. You just need to uncover it and trust in yourself. So I'm actually going to go ahead and pull a card for you from the Wisdom oracle deck, and let's see what we get. So, what guidance or insight do you have for group number 2 regarding the current situation that they find themselves in? What is the insight? Let me put my glasses on 1 second. All right, you have number 8, which is, the number 8 means a lot to me. But this isn't about me. This is about you. So the number 8 is community. Let me open it up here and read it for you. 7 and 8. Let's see what the Wisdom Oracle has to say for you. So the essential message is belonging, being seen and understood by others, like-minded connections, a sense of family and friendship, knowing your place in the world. This card signifies a new affiliation with a group. Humans are social creatures, and we need to know we are useful to our families and our communities. In a community, everyone has an important function and feels I matter. Membership in the group provides a sense of belonging, of kinship, and of purpose that comes from working together for the greater fulfillment of all. Perhaps you are a part of a spiritual community or an artistic one. Perhaps you are in a learning community where you share your love of education. Regardless of its form or focus, your community brings you joy. You will be inspired by it and want to contribute to it. Your contribution may be as small as showing up or as large as becoming its leader. No matter your position in the group, your presence is needed. Seems to me like whatever this creative outlet, whatever it is you're being asked idea-wise to let out, might be further nourished by finding like-minded people. One of the main reasons I created this channel, by the way, is because I wanted to find my soul tribe. And it's slowly growing, ever so slowly, snail-like slowly. But at the same time, the creation of this channel for me showed me those who were in my circle who pretended to be friends, but were not. Because like I told you, they actually mocked me. And I'm not holding any grudges against anyone, but at least they showed me their true colors. So I'm not trying to make this about me, by the way. I'm just giving you an example. If you find yourself surrounded by people who don't get you, and you have to constantly change who you are in order to be accepted by them, then this guidance here is telling you that you need to find, don't let go of these people, but they might not be your people. Your people don't judge you, they don't ridicule you, they don't expect things of you, they love you unconditionally, and they allow you to flourish. So with regards to prosperity message, whenever you're in a community of like-minded others, there is a powerful opportunity to reap great abundance. It's essential to ask, what can I contribute, rather than what can I get from this? Figure out a need to look to fill it. Something meaningful will manifest, even if what manifests is small, and is a sign that the doors of opportunity will swing open wider. There is also another meaning to this card to consider. Don't try to be all things to all people. Choose your role and be true to it and serve from a sense of authenticity. There is no greater feeling of accomplishment than knowing you have a purpose, which again, I feel adds to the message that I was just telling you about, which is if you find yourself surrounded by people that expect you to be a certain way, you might be better off with another group of people. You might be better off to even start your own group. Creativity. become the leader. And you'd be surprised who you can influence. I'm not saying go become a leader and let people follow you. You might have a unique concept and idea that you're just not, you don't have the support for in the people around you to allow it to manifest. So the insight here is whatever this flame is inside of you, group 2, I guess, whatever this flame that is burning desire inside of you, you need to start tending to it and you need to feed it, because this is going to change your life. All right? And whatever you're losing right now, whatever you're lost, whatever you're about to lose, don't worry too much about it. This is the ebb and flow of life. All right. I feel like I'm giving a lecture. I hope you enjoyed your reading, group 2. Please feel free to leave a comment. And if you want a like-minded community, you're always welcome to consider joining my Patreon. Thank you so much for your love and support. Hello, group number 3. If you chose this card, welcome to your reading. Now, let's start shuffling the Lightseers Tarot for you, group number 3, regarding insight that you need to hear right now. Queen of Pentacles, ever so gently, just flipped over. All right. Can we get more cards, please, for group number 3 regarding insight for a situation that they are currently going through or a dilemma that they are facing? Insight for you, group number 3. Regarding the situation that you currently are facing. Insight for you, group number 3. Insight for group number 3. Of all the cards that fell on the floor, this is the only one that flipped over. It's the High Priestess. This is a major arcana card, group number 3. So can I get one more card for you, group number 3, from the Lightseers Tarot regarding insight? I got a lot. Let's just try to get one more card for you. What is it with you? Queen of Cups. So you got the Queen of Pentacles, you got the Queen of Cups, you got the High Priestess. Very strong energies here for you. Now let's see what the Golden Universal Tarot has for you, group number 3, regarding insight for the current situation that you find yourself in. The energy I sense for you is a protective energy. You're a protector, guardian of some sort. Guidance for group number 3, please. Can we get some insight regarding something just flipped? Where is it? What just flipped? All right, here we go. This one is, talk about a protective energy. You got the Emperor. And that is another major arcana card for you. You got the High Priestess and you got the Emperor for major arcana cards. Now I am going to read the initial oracle that you picked, which is Holly, I guess is the name, or Tinny. This is supposed to be Celtic. The evergreen tree flowers in the summer, but bears its fruits in the winter. It rules during the winter months as guardian, that is incredible, as guardian of the waning year, and holds the wisdom of the dark time. Holly symbolizes the strength of the heart and home, and its prickly leaves offer protection against hostile energies, especially those that endanger the family, the vulnerable, or the under threat. Slow growing and tough, it also offers support for a long journey or long journeys. This is incredibly fitting or befitting, I guess, of your reading, and I wonder if you can already tell what the insight is here. But I would like to start with the High Priestess. The High Priestess, when I saw this card, when it flipped out, the thing that came in my mind is the answer is within you. You have the answer, you have the insight to the current problem. So if you're looking for the resolution outside of yourself, you're looking in all the wrong places, because you are an extremely powerful, intuitive, and insightful person or soul. That is the energy within you that you're being asked to tune into and to allow to come through. You need to start listening to your intuition and honoring it if you have not already been doing that. It's all within you. You hold all the keys to everything. Whatever problem you're seeing outside, happening outside of you, all you need to do is work with your own patterns, your own shadows, your own demons, as per se, and that will clear the blockage so that your intuition can begin to come through and guide you. The High Priestess has her eyes closed. I always find this magnificent about the energy here. You will no longer need to use your physical senses to discern what is right, what is wrong for you, or you'll be able to just automatically know because you've allowed that guidance to come through. So that's a major arcana card. So if you begin following your intuition and allowing it to come through, your life is going to magnificently and miraculously shift. The Emperor is another energy of protection, groundedness. It's about the material wealth, material realm, material problems. You're a problem solver. You protect. There's something about you. It's almost like you hate seeing injustice, and you're a born leader. You have those qualities inside of you. I wonder if they're being stifled, or if you yourself are stifling them. If you don't believe in yourself, you are magnificent. You carry incredible energy, and you can lead. You're a leader, you're a protector, you're a guardian. People look up to you. You are a problem solver. You are abundant. This is who you are. And I'm telling you this in case you don't know it. And the interesting thing is, like, you're getting it both in male as well as female energies. Although these cards, I always say, don't focus too much on the male and female, but you're getting it from every which way. Like, it's almost like you need to strike that balance if you haven't already. That's one of the insights that are being sort of coming through right now, is that you need to find your balance with regards to your energy. Don't let people overwhelm you. Don't allow other people's energies to take over you. The Queen of Cups, every time I see this card, although the Queen of Cups represents abundance and completion, sort of emotionally, a very stable, loving, nurturing, caring energy, almost like a motherly like energy, but there's a lot of energy around the image itself. So there's a lot of energy around you. It's almost like you are a manipulator of energy. You are a magnet. You magnetize people, and I wouldn't be surprised if you're the type of person that people constantly are falling in love with and then getting angry because you don't reciprocate the same emotions, but you have that magnetism about you, it seems to me. So there's abundance in the emotional realm, there's an abundance in the physical material realm. There's an abundance all around you. So if you're not in it, if you're not literally swimming in abundance of everything that you've ever wanted and that you've ever desired, you need to do some internal work. That's all you need to do. The solution is within you. And then you have the Queen of Pentacles, a very grounded, again, nourishing, motherly, earthly, humanitarian, creative, sort of self-made energy, and rich. No concerns in the world. This is not arrogance that you see coming from this, the energy in this card. This is knowing who you are and knowing that you are our provider and living it and having that stability and being able to provide that foundation to those around you that you care. So yeah, wow, you're a very powerful energy, group number 3. And I hope you realize that. Now let me pull, I'm actually going to pull a card from you, for you from the Wisdom Oracle deck to complete your reading for you. Lots of ones. I'm seeing a lot of ones. Ooh, that's a lot of cards. We just need one. Insight for group number 3. Insight for you, group number 3. As always. All right, let's see, what card did you get? Group number 3. 33. Chaos and conflict. And I can tell you what this card is about without even going to the book. But the number 33 is huge, by the way. The fact that this came out. Like, I don't know if you've been seeing the number 3 a lot, or does the number 33 signify anything to you, or the number 6? But if you find yourself in a little bit of chaos right now, the guidance here is sometimes chaos needs to come through like a big storm and rearrange things for you in your life. The biggest message here for you, without going into too much of a rant, is to stop any resistance that you find yourself offering to a situation that is unfolding in your life right now. If you truly cannot resolve the situation, let it go. Let that person go. Let that thing go. Let the situation be. The universe will resolve it for you. Have faith in your higher self and in your guides and in the divine unfolding of your life. Don't sit there day and night worrying about a specific thing. How can you influence this? How can you affect it? If something is being removed, this has been a message in all 3 cards, in all 3 groups today. If something is being taken away from you right now, and it seems like there is no possible way for you to hold on to it, let it go. Stop offering the resistance. And inside of you, you know that that's the right thing to do. But we are trained as a species to continuously offer resistance and to try to control the things around us. That is ego. Attachment comes from ego. Trust right now. You're being asked to trust. Trust your intuition. Let it come through. Stop the resistance. And when I say stop the resistance, whatever it is, let's say there was a lady the other day I did a tarot reading for, and she was getting a divorce. And she wanted to know if there was anything she can do, or I guess her husband had left her. And she wanted to know if there was anything she could do to bring him back or change things. And I'm like, let it go. If someone wants to leave you, why would you hold on to them? Doesn't matter how many years you were married. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what you've done together, what you've built. That's the resistance. That's the no, I want to control this. And the general theme here is let the old go in order for the new and the much improved to come through, because it will align with your authentic self. So your work, your insight right now is to uncover and find out your authentic self, connect with it, and understand your own language so that you can listen to it and allow your intuition to flow through to guide you into this new world that we are all entering. And some of us are scared shitless. Sorry. All right, group number 3. That's your reading. I hope it resonated. If not, did my best. But I hope there might be a message in one of the other cards for you. So please like, share, subscribe, and feel free to join me in my Patreon should you be interested. Thank you so much for your love. Thank you for your support.